When it comes to grading discussions, it can definitely be a challenge, especially if you're used to Blackboard being able to do all the grading in one place. When it comes to Brightspace, typically I recommend having two different windows open, just going to the same discussion area to do the grading. And so what I do on the left side is use this for the submission to get the student postings, and then use the right side to be able to use the assessment for the rubrics and then the feedback. And so if I select the submission on the left side, I'll get the list of student postings. And then on the right side, if I click on assessment, I'll be able to utilize the rubric itself. So I find this to be the most effective way to be able to go through this process. So I have the discussion posting here on the left, and then the rubric here on the right. You'll be able to expand this out as well, just so that you can do your selections. And as you do your selections, just make note of this timeliness for the exemplary. You don't want to select that. You do want to select the proficient side as there's no exemplary. And then select your options. You can also include in feedback for each one of these criteria as well, by clicking on the button below, enter again, press done. And at the bottom, you don't want to select the overall score for each one of these options. Otherwise, it overrides the selection. So if you select something else, it's not going to do the automatic calculation. So you want to make sure that you clear that override if you do that. And then you can also include in your overall rubric feedback. And what I tend to do here is just enter in that rubric feedback, copy it, and then I'll click on done, save, record it, go into the feedback, and then paste that in. So there's two sections when it comes to the feedback. The top section for the feedback is something that's specific to the student. This is not my course here, so I don't have the two text fields, but you'll be able to enter in the feedback there. And then the item below it, when it comes to the private comments, are notes. This is something that I find pretty useful when I'm doing grading or I'm doing reading throughout the week. I can identify certain things I want to mention as part of the feedback. I'll put that into the notes section and then just include that as part of the feedback when the end of the week comes. So going through this process, if you have any questions, any issues, definitely reach out, let me know. Make note that you don't want to enter in the scores directly here. Otherwise, you won't be able to utilize that rubric, and all those items should be automatically calculated. Have a great one. Bye-bye.